All right, and we are live, and I'm here with my frequent sidekick, Artistic Layman.
We're back, baby.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
and where indeed is here, but the actual channel. But the
Oh.
actual channel. Good to be back. Good to be back. Good night, sweet prince to the land shark. Hopefully, you will not be needed again.
Open.
All right, so a few things to talk about today. First, I guess Justice Kennedy is going to be retiring from the Supreme Court, meaning Trump is going to be appointing yet another Supreme Court nominee, and hopefully Ginsburg finally slips away to hell on us in the next few years. Well, the liberals have been a little upset about it. They're not taking it well. They're not taking it well. There's an article. I'm going to put it in the chat here, Luke, so you can share it with us. I've never heard of this site, but I assume it's some liberal e-rag, right? And well, I don't want to spoil anything. If you haven't already seen this article, I know I shared it on Gab, but if you haven't already seen this article, I don't want to spoil anything. It's from Splinter, which splinternews.com. If you want to go ahead and show it to us, by a young lady named Catherine Kruger.
Let's zoom in on this, shall we?
Yeah, I'm thinking that she's not happy with this news.
You could say she's a little perturbed.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like she's in a good state of mind. Honestly, I've seen like people like retweet, like everybody's like, oh, we're gonna end up in concentration camps, and oh, I want to kill myself, and I'm so depressed, and all this other bullshit. Like they are freaking the fuck out.
It's election night all over again.
It's something. I don't know what else to say. Wow. Just wow. I can't even. I don't know about you, but I'm not really tired of winning yet. We might get there, but we're not there yet.
Oh, this is another article she made right after it. Here's Trump forgetting Anthony Kennedy's name like an idiot.
Oh, is that? Or maybe he's just fucking with you. What was the name? I was chatting with a lady friend today, and I was, she mentioned something about like the article or like how Sarah Sanders, the press secretary, got kicked out of that restaurant, and I was like, they should make me the press secretary, because I'd be like, yes, the faggot from CNN. You had a question? Yes, the cat lady from MSNBC. And then I had the best idea. Remember how Trump used to call into that one New York radio show under some assumed name and talk about how, like, I'm just some guy, but I keep hearing that Donald Trump has a huge penis. Remember that? Like that was some scandal during the election that Trump used to prank call a fucking radio show. Like, and he went under this one assumed name. So my idea for a new press secretary is that Trump should just at least on like April 1st, go out as press secretary in an obviously fake mustache under that name. And the whole time, do not break character. Do not admit that you're Trump. That would trick. Can you imagine? Because, I mean, the left is so humorless right now. Even if he does it on like April Fool's Day, and it's obviously a joke and that kind of stuff, the left would just lose their shit yet again. That would be hilarious. But getting back to the left losing their shit right now, wow, they're not happy. They're not happy.
Oh, you have our super chats.
Oh, I do have a super chat, do I? Glenn sends a $2 super chat saying, welcome back, buddy. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm actually like $10 away from being able to cash out some AdSense. So, because over these past few months, I still got a little bit of ad revenue on this channel. I get like, on a really busy day, I might get around $1. Usually it's like 20, 30 cents a day in ad revenue. It's nothing. But it is, well, I shouldn't say it's nothing. It is a little bit that does pile up after a while. But yeah, it's this has been hilarious. Let me see if I can bring up Gab.ai scale. Let's bring up scale. The Bugman Twitter or the Bugman account on Gab. Harvey Bugman. It's a great account, by the way. If you're not following it, you should. It's gab.ai/scale. SCALE. And he's been I think he's been posting some of the he does remind me there's an article I want to read. I'm trying to find where some of this reaction stuff, it wasn't on Scale's account. I was mistaken. But some of the reactions from people, it's just fucking insane.
It just gets better and better. 2020 will be fun. Or the 2018 will be fun too.
Oh, here's one. By Shannon Watts. I've never heard of her, but she's apparently got a blue check mark on Twitter.
Ooh.
So, and this is a screen cap because I'm not on Twitter anymore, but you can share it. There you go. So, she is responding to this news and saying, I'd like to respectfully ask white male pundits to be quiet for a hot minute. We don't need you telling us that it isn't as bad as it seems or that we need to be civil or even that we're screwed. Pass the mic to women, especially women of color, and those are marginalized. I think she meant and those that are marginalized, but whatever.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Shannon. How about we give you the mic when you start acting civilized?
How about, you know what? You just keep this up, sweetie. Keep chasing every white man in the country our way. Just keep it up, sweetie. John Legend on Twitter, the singer whose stuff sucks, by the way, said, let's make a deal with the Trump administration. Reunite all these families immediately, and you can go out and eat wherever the fuck you want. Well, first of all, John, I'm happy to reunite them in Mexico. That's just perfectly fine with me. But then Dinesh D'Souza, everybody's favorite based street shitter, had a tweet above it where he said, here's our deal. We'll take the Supreme Court and you can have the NFL and Boy Scouts. It's just so much winning today. It's been fucking fantastic. It's been fucking fantastic. Man. Yeah, God bless them. God bless them. Y'all are losing your shit. And I'm very, very amused by it. Like, I mean, we're gonna lose the right of abortion. And these are the same niggas that for the past several weeks been running their mouths about thinking of children and the immigration shit. And now they're having a meltdown because maybe in the foreseeable future they'll no longer be able to kill their babies. And I'm hardly the most pro-life motherfucker on this corner of the internet. I really am not. Like, if you ask me about, like, the morning after pill, I'm like, sure, no problem. I don't see a problem with it. I don't see any moral qualms with it at all until you can show me there's brain activity. That's where I draw a line. And frankly, even then, I mean, if the kid's, like, really, really deformed in the womb, he's going to come out like a fucking transporter accident from Star Trek, or if he's got fucking Downs or something, I'm not even opposed to it then. So I'm hardly the most pro-life motherfucker you're ever going to meet. At the same time, though, I cannot help but be appalled by the ghoulishness of the pro-choice movement at this point.
Yeah, I actually saw a tweet recently where they're saying, better stock up on your abortions.
I think that was Ian. That was that Michael Ian Black guy. And that was a joke. I mean, obviously you can't stock up on abortions. That guy does pretend to be a comedian. But at the same time, like, you know, like I said, I might be okay with, say, aborting a Down syndrome baby in the womb. Because, I mean, you know, well, I don't know how to explain to you why. I mean, it's just a mercy killing, I guess. You know, it's just kind of obvious to me. Like, yeah, that might be the good thing to do. But it's not like I'm like happy about it. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, yeah, we get to fucking abort a baby. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers just like doing it, apparently. I don't know. I don't understand it. They're just so fucking amazingly attached to it. And you know what? I know the other thing. I don't understand why you even need it. Again, if we're talking about, you know, some sort of horrible deformity, the kid's going to come out like a transporter accident or Downs or some sort of life of the mother situation, which does happen. That does happen. I know pro-lifers want to act like that never fucking happens. It does occasionally happen. It doesn't happen nearly to the extent pro-choicers want to act like that shit happens all the time. But there are occasional instances of that. That said, though, I don't understand why you need it, especially like late term abortions. Like, why the fuck do you need a late term abortion? Like, you're telling me what you couldn't fit into your schedule for 4 to 5 months getting that done? Why do you even need it? Pregnancy is the easiest fucking thing in the world to avoid, ladies. Okay? Heaven forbid you keep your knees together and don't fuck the bad boy. There's that option. But also, you know, they sell rubbers at the store. I don't know if y'all know this. You know, it seems like it's the best kept secret in the world in my fucking generation and younger. But they sell rubbers at the store, like at the gas station. You can get them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fucking 4 a.m, Thanksgiving morning, you can get them, okay? Anytime, any day, 24/7, 365, okay? You can get easy access to fucking rubbers. And that's before you even take into account other means. There's, you know, what's those the little IUD thing or whatever they stick up and plug up the cervix or whatever. And then there's, I don't know, diaphragms and the pill. Although, again, I don't know why you need to be giving your body all kinds of semi-dangerous hormones when you just fucking wear a rubber. But whatever. Point is, lots of methods available, okay? I don't even understand why you need this one, all right? Hell, as far as I'm concerned, you can even have the morning after pill. I don't even have a problem with the morning after pill. Fucking take it. I don't give a shit if, it's a fertilized egg gets flushed out. I don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit. Again, if you can't show me this brain activity, I don't give a shit. But like, what possible reason do you need to wait till it's like 5 months along and it's fighting the scissors to have your fucking abortion? Why do you even need it? Super chat from Eldritch Fan, $2. Thank you. Says Scalia equal Hydra. 1 falls, 2 rise in his place. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, Trump needs to make sure Ginsburg wakes up or falls asleep with a pillow on her face under completely not suspicious circumstances. But yeah, I don't understand the fucking emotional attachment to abortion at this point, other than, you know, you just fucking like killing babies. Like, I can't think anything else of you at this point. Like, you're just fucking cringy about it. You're just fucking ghoulish about it. And I really can't imagine having the fucking, I don't know. It's never been an issue I've considered that big of a fucking deal one way or another. I mean, it's, you know, I've never voted on that issue. Let me put it that way. You know, like I said, I'm just, whatever. I would, if it were up to me, I'd just assume ban abortion tomorrow, just because A, it would piss off liberals. So that alone is worth the price of admission to me. B, maybe, just maybe, we could actually get fucking, evangelicals in this country to focus on a real goddamn issue. I mean, you can't get a lot of politically minded evangelicals to focus on fucking anything but abortion. They're like Alan Keyes. Remember Alan Keyes back in the day? Like, that's the only thing you could ever get that nigga to talk about. Like, ever. Like that guy thought OJ got off because we have abortion legal. Like that, literally. He probably could have made the case like, well, because of abortion, we have a culture of death. That's why they acquitted OJ. Like, I could actually see him making that case. Because that's all he ever, that in Israel. Fucking abortion and Israel was all Alan Keyes ever talked about back in the day. So, like I said, I just assume ban it tomorrow so that we could focus on real shit.
Ooh, another super chat.
Oh, did we get another super chat? Oh, no, I already read the Eldritch one.
Oh, the Scalia? Oh, yeah, you did that one.
Yeah, I did those. I got those. Yeah.
Hail Satan, abort everyone.
At least that's fucking honest. Like, I just like killing babies. I could fucking, all right, well, at least we're Race Jacobson has a $2 super chat where he says abort Israel.
That's anti-Semitic.
Trying to get me shut down?
Yeesh, you just got back. What are you trying to do?
No, I'm totally down with the rules of acquisition. Don't get me shut down there, Ferengi. So yeah, supposedly Trump said he's going to nominate somebody from that list he had put out before he got elected. So I actually think he ought to nominate Cruz. Although part of me would really miss him in the Senate because he's the only guy talking about free speech issues online and trying to rein in the tech companies. But yeah, I'd really like to see Cruz get the nominee, or Rand Paul. I don't know. Give it to Rand Paul. I don't even care if they're lawyers. Just fuck it. Who cares? Give it to Ann Coulter. Put fucking Ann Coulter on the Supreme Court. All right. Put fucking Mr. Medicare on the Supreme Court. That's Mr. Medicare. Just put him on the Supreme Court. How about that? Boy, wouldn't that troll the shit out of him?
Unfortunately, he would lose his anonymity as a result, though.
We'd finally know who Jim is as he rises to the SCOTUS position. He should, and then that would give him an excuse to wear the internet aristocrat wig. Ian McDonald says a $1.99 super chat. I like the taste of aborted fetus blood at 12 a.m. Apparently, you can join the DNC then. Yeah, because they are just they're a little upset about it. Like, you can't just use rubber. Why is that so fucking difficult? All these bitches with the single moms with the little fucking bastard kids and shit, like just use a rubber. How about that? How about you just have the guy pull out? How about that? Just have the guy pull out. And by the way, people were like, the pull-out method doesn't work. No, it works fucking fine. Okay? The reason it quote-unquote doesn't work is because the guy doesn't pull out. And yeah, no method is going to work if you don't do it. The reason the pull-out method fails is because the guy's like, oh, I'm going to pull out. Oh, fuck it. Never mind. Like, just pull out, man. What the fuck? Nut on her back. And then she ain't pregnant.
I mean, I just think about it. Why would I ever want a woman to ever have an abortion? I mean, it's horrifying.
I like I said, I don't know where this Burger King ad came from. What is the Burger King ad up here for? BK Super 7-incher. It'll blow your mind. Is that a real fucking Burger King ad?
I think this was a real. I want to say it was a real one. I gotta find its source.
Burger King got no chill. They just do not care.
Oh, I think it's a bit dated. I think it's old one though.
Dick in the mouth. Here at the Burger King. That's fucking fantastic.
I've just on this article. Unwitting star of Burger King's blowjob ad finally lashes out at the company. Oh, this was 2014.
Unwitting. What do you mean lash out? You got a paycheck, bitch. I'm so sick of that whining. It looked like I sucked dick in the ad. Well, you probably do, sweetie. I assume you're a heterosexual woman. Yeah, I imagine you suck dick.
Update. Burger King said it paid for the images in 2009. Our investigation shows the rights to use the images were purchased from the legal owner of those rights. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. I believe Burger King told her to eat a dick. I actually worked at Burger King for a while. And I was like, I don't know, like 19, 20 out of high school, like 18, 19, 20, something like that. Didn't know what the fuck to do with myself. I was a closer on there. Which, let me tell you, that is the worst fucking job you can have there. Because you get to do all the shit nobody else felt like doing. Oh, man, when I worked at Burger King, it was right when they started doing, like, apple fries, right? And that sounds cooler than it is. Basically, it was they cut up an apple in the shape of fries and had it as, like, a healthy alternative in the fucking, in the kids' meal thing. But I remember when that first came on the menu, and we were all sitting around talking like, you know, apple fries sounds fucking delightful. And, you know, I'm sitting around with the assistant manager, and I'm like, you know what? We should do that. So on my break, I ran over to the grocery store, and I got us some stuff to make apple fries, right? I got us some caramel and some cinnamon and some apples, right? So we're gonna fry this apple, and we're gonna put caramel and cinnamon shit on it. It's gonna be awesome. And it was when we finally got it right. But so we go to fry the first apple, right? Go to put it in deep fryer. And the rule was if we were going to clean the deep fryer that night, we could basically fuck around with the deep fryer. We could cook shit, you know, we could mess around with it a little bit, you know. And so I put the apple in the fucking deep fryer. Well, stupid me, I didn't like cut it or anything, right? I just fried that fucking apple whole, thinking that'd work. Well, an apple's full of a lot of fucking water, right?
Oh. Uh-oh.
It exploded. It fucking exploded. It exploded all over the fucking place. It's a good thing we were already cleaning that damn thing. So the next one, I decided, well, okay, there's got to be a way. So I kind of cut it, and it kind of expanded out like there's more fucking Burger King blowjob things.
I found another one.
Oh, good Lord. That one's way more explicit. That one's like way more on the nose about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I cut the other one. It actually like kind of expanded out almost like a bloomin' onion. And so we fried it and then put caramel and cinnamon sugar and stuff on it. It was fucking amazing. Oh, it was so good. We used to screw around sometimes when we were bored, and we'd throw little ice cubes in the fryer and watch them explode. Like just little ones, so it wouldn't make too much of a mess. And what's really cool about doing that with ice cubes is it's like a depth charge. So you throw the ice cube in a fryer, and of course the ice instantly melts and turns to water and starts to sink in the oil. And then the water turns to steam and shoots up. So it goes down really deep before it shoots back up. That was a lot of fun. Screwing around when you're just dumb kid working those kind of shit jobs. Race Jacobson sends a $2 super chat saying, "Take it all, burger slut." Oh. I used to do drive-through Burger King. I got really good at being able to. I could 9 times out of 10 describe almost exactly what a fucking person looked like by their voice, because so many people are just such walking stereotypes that like instantly I'm just like, the other way we'd screw around there is we had a hot chicken at drive-through or hot chicken counter code. So like I get on the mic and I just yell back the code, and it would be like code 91 or code 92 or something like that. Like, and the last digit was how many hot chicks were there, right? So nobody else knew. So I'd be like, take the order, and I'd be like, blah, 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 and code 91. Yeah. And then all the guys in the fucking restaurant are just in that moment coming up to fucking, refill their soda cup or something.
Ooh, a $10 super chat.
$10 super chat from Brendan Lucero. I'm going to say it is. Forgive me. I'm so bad with names. When my girlfriend worked at Pizza Hut, they would get baked and trade food with the KFC around the street. No lie, I worked at Pizza Hut in my my high school years, and we did that exact same thing with we not getting baked. I'm completely straight edge, of course, but we did that same thing with trading food with the McDonald's actually, which they got the better deal at it because McDonald's food sucks. And also there was this one like really eccentric older gay guy, metrosexual type. We often joked that he wasn't even gay. He just hated children so much he willed himself asexual. But he was a chef that was the manager at the Pizza Hut where I worked at. And like he was an actual chef at a really nice restaurant. This was just kind of one of his jobs, right? And he used to cook us such amazing things using the ingredients there. Oh man. I remember I worked Christmas Eve because I didn't give a shit. Who cares, And because in high school I was working at that Pizza Hut trying to save up to get a car, So I worked Christmas Eve, and he everyone that didn't demand Christmas Eve off, he got us all. Like he cooked us amazing food. He was so good at like taking just the ingredients and making things that just seemed really special, even though they kind of weren't. Like he made this big chicken Caesar salad pizza. It was fucking amazing. So he uses Caesar dressing instead of pizza sauce, right? Then the cheese and the chicken, and I think a couple other things, maybe like onions and peppers. He runs it through the oven, right? Then when it's cooked, right as you're about to eat it, he puts cold romaine lettuce and Parmesan cheese from the salad bar on top of it. So you got, the hot pizza with the cold lettuce, the nice contrast as you bite into it. Oh, it's so fucking good. I mean, shit, that was like 15 years ago. I still remember that. Or like just little things where it'd be like, because you could get like either like wings or a personal pan pizza or breadsticks for your meal if you're working long enough that day to get a meal, which I think was over 6 hours. And one day he comes up to me, he's like, "Bechtloff, do you like broccoli?" I'm like, "Yeah." "You like chicken and cheddar?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm gonna make you something. Come here." So he takes the personal pan pizza and he flattens it out, so it's kind of like a hand, like almost a thin crust, like so it's like way wider out. And then he sprays it with the garlic butter. That was the spray that we would put around the edge of the stuffed crust pizza. And I mean, he just coats this. He just a layer of fucking garlic butter. You know what I mean? Like this is the sauce to this fucking pizza, basically. Then he takes the cheddar and the broccoli from the salad bar, and he takes the chicken from the thing, runs that through the oven. So damn good. I still make that once in a while for myself. I mean, I'll get like a pizza crust from the store and that kind of thing. Although now, if I make it, I'll mix melted butter in with olive oil and a little bit of garlic powder and make it that way. Oh, it's so good. Oh man. But I actually worked with my high school sweetheart at Pizza Hut, and we used to fuck around way too much. Lock each other in a walking fridge or in a proofer or anything like that. Uh, oh man, good times, good times. I actually remember Bob. Bob was. I was trying to remember the name of that gay manager from Pizza Hut. Bob was his name, and he like that Christmas Eve, and then it was like the day after Christmas. I also worked, and he told me the story of how he had come in Christmas Day because as he put it, like I don't have any family around the area. Who knows? Maybe he's estranged with his family. Life of a gay guy is not that great of a life. But anyways, he's like, so he came in Christmas Day to do up some paperwork, right? Well, every once in a while, the phone would ring on Christmas Day. Wondered if they were open. You know what I mean? Well, this one person rings the phone and just lets it ring and ring and ring for, as he described it, like probably 4 or 5 minutes straight, right? Finally, he picks up the phone, just fucking with him, and he's like, the town was named Lidditz. He's like, Lidditz Pizza Hut, and they're like, oh, you must be really swamped. He's like, yeah, we're really swamped. So he takes their order, hangs up, and then leaves. So they just drove to the fucking Pizza Hut that's close. Can you imagine what a mind fuck that is? Like, can you imagine that? Like, you drive, you order pizza at Pizza Hut, wondering if they're open, and then you get there to close. It's like, well, who the fuck took my order? There was this one chick that worked there that like, she was like super short and really like she was like midget short, but she wasn't a midget, right? She had some sort of like kind of condition, and she had the highest pitched voice you've ever fucking heard, right? And she worked with us, and her name was Jessica. So we used to like try and do the Jessica voice, like answer the phone like we were Jessica, right? Like, it's Pizza, this Jessica. Like none of us, like I can't even do it now. I used to be able to do it pretty good at the time, right? Well, it's like a Sunday afternoon. I always worked Sundays. I didn't care. I wasn't religious at the time, so I'm like, fine. So Sunday afternoon, and she never worked Sundays because she was very religious. So I answer the phone in the Jessica voice, right? Let's Pizza Hut, this Jessica. Well, next thing I hear is hers yelling at the other end of the line, like, "Hey, who's doing this?" I'm just kind of panicking, so I just fucking hung up on her and walked away. And then next thing I know, and I'm just going to back and like I'm wiping counters or something. Like I don't know what's going on. Like just, and then the next thing I know, I hear the one manager, Bob, I guess, was up front, and I just hear him going, "No, Jessica, I don't know who's doing it. I'll talk to everybody. I won't. It'll stop. Blah blah blah." And then because I guess she'd call back all mad, and so he comes back there and he just looks right at me and he goes, "It's really funny, Bechtloff, but you got to stop." You're a dick. Yes, you. Yes, I know. Good times. Good times. I don't know how I got on that kick of just fucking reminiscing about that kind of shit. But when you get all old like me, sometimes you do that.
I was originally just trying to draw a parallel between being safe sex and having safe sex with an image.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit tonight. GameStop is in real trouble, apparently. Like this is making the rounds all over YouTube. Good that land whale Rich from Review Tech USA had an article on it, and he was all like, "Well, of course they're in trouble. You know, they have an antiquated business model. No one wants to buy physical copies of games anymore." Damn it, Rich. Eventually, we won't have physical copies of media. That's not something to be celebrated, you fat hunk of shit. That's a bad thing. We should be trying to avoid. But whatever. Fuck Rich. Fuck Rich. Anyways, kind of got me thinking, like, because I thought to myself as I heard this, well, what? Like, first of all, as far as I can tell, GameStop needs to close some fucking stores. Because I don't know about you, but like, all the areas I go to, all the various malls and shit, there's too many fucking GameStop locations. Okay? There are too many of these. Like, literally, Park City here in Lancaster, there was 3. I think now there's only 2 GameStops in the same fucking mall. Now, why did that happen, you might ask? Well, if you may remember, about 10 years ago, GameStop bought out like all its competition, like Babinger's and EB Games and shit like that. I think there was, GameStop bought all that shit out. So you ended up with a lot of malls that had 2 fucking GameStops, 3 fucking GameStops. You got GameStops on every fucking corner. So,
not off target. Alderaan, has there been an empire quite as mustache-twirlingly evil as GameStop Incorporated?
Yeah, GameStop sucks. And they weren't bad. Like 10 years ago, they weren't bad. I remember 10 years ago, you get a game at GameStop, you got actually like you'd actually get something, especially if you pre-order. You'd get like a poster or a T-shirt or something, or at the very least, if you bought a game at GameStop, you might get like a little fucking card in the game that had like a code or something. Like something. Are you about to play a clip there, Luke?
Oh no, I'm just trying to find the quiet clip.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I was trying to think. Like, I got an echo on your end there, Luke. All right, so I was trying to think. When's the last? Luke, mute yourself there. I got an echo. I was trying to think when's the last time I've been at GameStop, and I realized, like, I guess I was actually in GameStop about maybe like 3, 4, 5 months ago or some shit. One of the job switches I had to do here recently, because I had from the temp service, I've had to bounce around a few different jobs. But a lot of times when I do, I got to take another drug test. Every individual place requires its own drug test, even though I'm through the same fucking temp service. Go figure. So, the one day I'm going to that fucking one medical center where I got to take my drug test, and it's right by the mall. So I kind of like, I had just gotten something to eat, and I pound like a bottle of water, and I said I'm going to walk around the mall a little bit till I know I have to piss, or I'm about ready to have to piss, kind of thing. That way I don't have any problems when I go take the drug test, because sometimes you take a piss test, your body don't want to cooperate. So I was walking around the mall a little bit, and I wander into GameStop, and I actually bought something there. I bought, believe it or not, socks. I bought socks at the GameStop. They had it was on sale. They had like a pair of like Metroid socks and a pair of Super Mario World socks. So I bought them. Like, okay, cool. And of course, I go up to the counter, and they're trying to get my fucking social security number and my address and my fucking dick size and all this personal information. It's like, no, I just want to hand you some cash in exchange for this item, and no one officially knows I was here. How about that? But I can't even remember the last time I bought a game at GameStop, because in my area, that's actually the exact pair of Metroid socks I have. I just thought they were cool. Fuck yeah, Metroid socks. I don't know. Somebody got me like some sort of design socks. Last year for Christmas, I think it was, like Donkey Kong socks or something, and they were just so much more comfortable than the regular socks I was using. So now I've kind of gotten addicted to getting those kind of socks. Anyways, like in my area, I have retro game stores that also sell new games. I have Just Press Play, which has 3 locations in my county. and one in the next county over. And I have Complete in Box, which is like a free to play arcade, retro game store, comic book store, all in one. It's really nice. So between those kind of places, and then if I absolutely have to go into Target or Best Buy or something, usually Target for a game. I haven't bought a game at GameStop in fucking years. Not when I had the Wii U did I buy a game at GameStop. Not here on the Switch have I bought a game at GameStop, but I have not. Like I said, I bought 2 pairs of socks at the GameStop, and that's the most I bought at the GameStop in a very long time. So
GameStop Incorporated is like an asshole factory. The bigger the asshole, the lower the personal standards. The smaller the sense of personal morality, the higher the salary.
Not surprising. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about tonight? It's a real shame when people are like, "Oh, we're physical media. We don't need it." Like, that's incredibly short-sighted. That's incredibly retarded. Like, I got news for you. If you don't have a physical copy, you don't really own it.
Although my natural defense for like digital media is that if I don't have access to, like, a lot of my games are now digital at this point. I don't really have a need for to buy a console or buy a computer copy, a disc copy. Like, if I ever don't have access to the cloud or the Steam cloud, I probably have bigger things to worry about.
Well, that's true. But even if you always will retain it, which isn't true for a lot of digital media, don't bear that in mind. A lot of these places are like, oh yeah, buy it, but you don't, you know what I mean? Like, my cable company is actually, you can rent movies on your cable kind of thing. And I got to get rid of the cable, but I don't live alone, so it's not entirely my decision. I vote get rid of it. But anyways, you can like rent a new movie for $4.99 that just came out on video, show my age, DVD kind of thing. Well, they say on there, like, you can buy it for X amount of dollars, which means it's always there for you so long as you have this cable service kind of thing. And there's a lot of stuff like that in digital media. Yeah, Steam's pretty good with you always retain the ability to access it, whatever. But also, even with that, though, I mean, if I physically own it, you know what I can do that I can't if I digitally own it? I can sell it. Or I could give it away even. Like I said, they don't want you to truly own stuff. Like, it's not an organic desire for convenience that is causing the shift to digital. Not entirely. Digital has its place, but that place is beside physical media. I mean, plus digital should be cheaper. Like, I know I had the 3DS eShop. Don't really have a lot in the Switch eShop, but I got a couple games on the 3DS eShop, that I will own only so long as that 3DS is viable, I guess. Like that 3DS doesn't break or something. But you could get new 3DS games in the eShop for the exact same price as a physical copy. Now, I can understand the desire maybe to buy new 3DS games. Let's say maybe, you're not somewhere where you can get to a store. You have internet access, but you're not somewhere you can get to a store or whatever. You live kind of remotely, or maybe you're in the military. You know what I mean? And the 3DS is just something you have on your downtime kind of thing. I can understand that, but a digital copy of a game should not be the same as price-wise as the physical copy. No. It obviously doesn't cost the company as much. They're not paying for to send it to a store or, have a physical thing made or whatever, package it and all that other shit. I don't know, though. Like I said, you don't really own it if you don't have a physical copy. So I'm very wary. And the idea that, well, it's a good thing that it's entirely switching to digital only. There's this article I saw. And I wish I could find it. I might look for it here, but it was that our economy is moving from a product-based economy to a subscription-based economy. And this article was making it sound like it's a good thing. Like, no, that's terrible. That's fucking slavery, basically. That's welcome to not owning anything and renting everything. How long have I been going on here? Going on for about 45 minutes. What else is there that I wanted to talk about? Oh, jeez. Luke, you got to show this. Oh, this is in the Discord. Oh, this is not good. I'm triggered. I'm triggered, Luke. You got to show this. Somebody shared this in the retard sex portion of the Discord.
Uh-oh.
It's triggering. It's giving me PTSD, Luke.
Oh no.
It's bringing up repressed memories.
Ah.
That Bulbasaur is not happy.
Oh.
He is not happy with what's happening.
So is it actually on your? Is that it's on your back?
I guess it is. That's repressed memories right there. $2 super chat from Brendan saying Rich has a butter pump hooked up to his stomach. Good old Rich from Review Tech USA. You know, it's funny. It reminds me kind of this story of Jim Sterling. When Splatoon, the first one, came out, Jim Sterling had this big rant about how he's done with amiibos because he can't get the amiibos for Splatoon because all the speculators have the prices gouged all over the internet, right? But the thing about it is the speculators had actually jumped the gun. And basically all over the country, you could find the amiibos very easily in stores. In fact, I actually had an easier time finding the amiibo than the game. Literally, the first place I went to had the amiibo, but not the game. And a lot of people in the comments were calling him out on that, and I called him out in a live stream. This is back when I had Craig Langley on the live stream as the sidekick. And I'm like, maybe if you get off your hop on your fucking rascal and go outside once in a while, you'd know this, you fat fuck. Oh, God. Jim Sterling's such a fucking piece of garbage. That motherfucker makes so much on Patreon, too. Shameful. Shameful what that man makes on Patreon. Let's see. So, before I wrap it up, folks, should we go ahead and watch an Ask a Porn Star?
Ooh, something interesting?
I don't know. But should we watch a Wood Rocket video? Race Jacobson's has a $5 super chat where he says, who leaked Bechtloff's sex tape from his BDS&M days? Act like those days are over. You never fully escape those dark arts.
I have the video. I have the photographic evidence to prove it somewhere.
Yep. Let's see. So, all right, folks, press 1 if you want some Ask a Porn Star. Press 2 if you do not. And we'll see what we got here. I know there's a delay, so I'm waiting. Got a 1. 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 Got a 1.5. Got an F. Got a 1. Got a 2.
Video evidence.
Let's see.
You were so inexperienced back then.
All right. Looks like the ones have it, folks.
So you know what that means.
we're gonna watch one of these. I'm gonna find oh geez. Okay, I think I got one that might be kind of funny. Okay. All right, folks. What should we watch? Press 1 if you would like to watch Ask a Porn Star What Does Cum Taste Like. Press 2 if you would like to watch Rugrats porn parody Tugrats trailer. So 1 for Rugrats. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 1 for cum, 2 for Rugrats. 1 for cum, 2 for Rugrats. Let's see what we got here, folks. I'm getting a lot of 2s here. A lot of 2. Well, that's all race. Race, you can't vote a million times. It doesn't. You're still getting a lot of 2s, though. Okay. All right. I think this is the shorter video, too. So we're going to go ahead and watch. We're going to go ahead and watch the Tugrats trailer. because that's definitely a show about babies definitely needs a porn parody. That's not disturbing at all. Somebody voted 1 and 2. A Wood Rocket porn parody powered by Pornhub.
Hiya, dumb grown-ups. At least we could play. Now we're adults. What are we gonna do for fun? Our taxes?
Angelica?
Is not.
Is too. Phil and Lil, stop arguing about gangbangs already.
Can it live action cartoon Baldy?
Why do we play hide and go peek?
That game's for babies. And we're clearly not babies. We're adults.
I like how they have to say that. I like how he has to look at the camera and say, "We're clearly not babies." Also, why is there a black girl? Was there a black girl in Rugrats? I don't remember that at all.
Oh yeah, she was added in the second. She came in the second season. They were their new neighbors.
I really didn't watch much of that show. Even
Yeah,
as a kid.
She was Angelica's age, and so she was like another older adult character, older kid character.
I think I vaguely remember that now. Like all I really watched was I remember watching a few of the early episodes and not really liking them, but it was just on. And I remember there was they made a big deal over the fact that instead of doing an Easter special, they did a Passover special.
Oh yeah.
Oy vey. Shit. The Angelica chick's kind of hot, I gotta say. All right, let's keep going.
Why is Tommy wearing a diaper?
It's called adult baby syndrome. It's a thing. You can Google it.
Oh, dear.
I'm not saying bugs are delicious, but if your apple was a big bug, I would immediately drop to my knees right now and toss your bug salad.
Ew.
What? Don't judge me.
Anthony
Ew.
bugs too. I'm just like Anthony Bourdain.
Reptile breath.
Why am I seeing all these sexy things?
That's fucking disturbing.
Chucky, you doesn't know any nothings. But why, Tommy?
Hey, a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Why does he have a screwdriver?
Wordplay.
I guess. That's disturbing. That's
Pretty much it.
Yeah, I didn't care for that at all. How come the only chick in that was remotely good looking was the Angelica chick was kind of hot. I mean, the whole setup was disturbing. But I'm noticing as we watch these, there's a lot of female porn stars that aren't even hot. Like, are you noticing this? Like a lot of them, it's like you're like a 6 on a good day. Like,
yeah, not a lot. Yeah, for industry that's known for sexy women, there aren't a lot of sexy women in here.
I mean, I realize that, you know, some of these outfits aren't going to be flattering in a Rugrats porn video, because a Rugrats porn video is like the last thing in the world that needs to fucking exist. But like that chick, that's the one twin. I don't know the character's name. I don't fucking want to know the character's name. But like, she doesn't really look good. Okay. I realize that's not a flattering outfit, but like, I have no interest in seeing her naked. The Angelica chick, okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that chick do some naughty things, but like, we didn't really get a good look at the black chick, so I don't know on that. But like, what is it just me, or is like porn ugly now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe this. It's just like, are we so self-hating as a culture that we don't even want to watch like good sex anymore? You know what I mean?
Isn't that kind of happening in all media now? Like we don't
want
anything.
It sort of is. It's just the uglification of everything. Like, you know, I'm not saying porn was ever a good thing, but porn used to be like, you know, let's watch some hot people bone. And now it's like, let's watch the buzz cut lesbian puke up apples. I mean, you're not even watching the hot chick puke up apples. You know what I mean? We got a $5 super chat from Race Jacobson, says, I toasted Tugrats on the Bad Prawn Comedy Hour. My co-hosts are scarred for life, LOL. I imagine they are. That's not... Also, I saw in the chat, apparently Tommy carries a screwdriver around in the cartoon and uses it to unlock the playpen. Okay, yeah, I really don't remember much about Rugrats. I didn't like it.
I remember them being able to open it in many different ways, not just with a screwdriver. Like one of the gimmicks was seeing the creative ways they would open the cage.
I think I kind of remember Tommy had like a screwdriver in his diaper now or something. I don't know. Like, that show sucked. Why did that show last like fucking 10 years?
And like 3 movies.
That's 10 years in a little kid's show is like 30 years in a normal show. You know, Rocco could barely scratch like 2 fucking seasons. But, you know, Rugrats would go on till the end of fucking time. Ugh. A Rugrats porn parody. I don't really want to watch the I don't want to watch the cum one because it's like 5 fucking minutes. I'm trying to find a short one. Like one that's just maybe like 2 minutes. Let's see.
This stuff right here, this used to be art. This used to be considered art. Now art looks like there's. I like this PragerU video because it compares like modern art with past art right here.
Yeah, that's it. I've seen that. And yeah, there's definitely, I don't know, it's just everything's ugly now. Everything is just made to be ugly.
What was your opinion of the cartoon show Recess?
I never really watched it. It just seemed like it was kind of there. I mean, obviously, it came out when I was like, I think, already out of high school, or I was in high school or something when it came out. It came out well past the time when I was a kid into cartoons. I always watched cartoons, but, you know, when I was an adult, it generally had to be something that would catch me. You know, I wouldn't watch it just because it's a cartoon as an adult. You know, I tried to just watch exceptional ones when I was an adult. So I've seen Recess a little bit, but I really, whatever. I have no opinion of it, basically. It was something that existed.
I've been stumbling over the old videos like on YouTube, and I'm trying to decide if that's an example of good art or bad art. Because even though it's like it was like the cartoon characters. Their designs were very simplistic, but at least the dialogue was were kind of interesting and to follow because it was kind of like it was caricaturing and exaggerating the life of the perspective of a child.
It's funny you should mention that you've been catching videos of it because I've noticed in the last few days YouTube is suggesting the ever-loving fuck out of Recess clips for me all of a sudden. So
Really?
that's kind of weird. Because I at first I even thought like, why is he even bringing it? Because yeah, all of a sudden, past couple days, YouTube's just like, hey, you want to watch a lot of Recess clips? Like, I don't know where the fuck's that's coming from, but no, thank you.
Huh? Really?
I sometimes think there's a lot of shady shit going on behind the scenes of these so-called algorithms that we don't even. I think things are a little bit more purposeful sometimes than we're ever led to believe.
I don't even think I remember like explicitly looking for the clip. I just saw in the suggestion site and I thought, oh, I'll check it out again.
All right. Here's a short one. Leia Falcon, who we may remember as the owner of It, the slave It, who, as we all know, drinks her piss. Here's a 28-second video of her. So let's see what the fuck's going on with this. Let's
have a look. See what's going on
called
here.
Cat Mind Blown, reenacted by porn star Leia Falcon. Cat Mind Blown. I don't. Memes I'd like to fuck. That was stupid as fuck. I assume that's like a video of a cat reacting to that thing with a surprised look. But you see, the thing about it is there's no emotion in this girl's face. So whatever potential humor this video might have had is ruined. I mean, doesn't she just always look like that?
When she's acting excited.
That was a boo. Boo! Boo! I'm gonna give that video is getting a fucking dislike from me.
In this episode of Memes, I'd like to F. Porn star Leia Falcon remakes the hit viral video, Cat Mind Blown. Oh, so apparently this was a video?
Yeah, I think I've seen it before. It's like that little puzzle box thing where the cat takes a little dime and then some actual cat sees that and looks all surprised and weirded out by it. One comment on the meme, the cat was naked, be accurate. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, the comments are funnier than that fucking video. That is pretty fucking terrible. Boo. Boo, Wood Rocket. Fucking let me down there, Wood Rocket.
Their newest video, one of their newest videos is called Jurassic Woods, Swollen Ding Dong and Porn Parody Trailer.
That doesn't sound good. Even right now, like I'm like checking the chat or something, and I'm noticing like fucking Recess clips all in the suggested shit here. Like YouTube's just decided everyone needs to watch the fucking cartoon Recess. Oh jeez. All right, so folks, as you can see, we have the channel back. I don't know if you noticed, but yay, the channel back. And Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I have an interview with Jordan Owen. And 8 p.m. Eastern will be the regular Saturday show. So far, that's all I got going this weekend. It was something I was going to try and get together on for Sunday. It doesn't look like that's going to get together for Sunday, but I am working on lots of stuff for you folks, trying to really up the content on this. And probably going to do some Let's Plays and shit like that on here, that kind of thing. So also, folks, if you haven't already, you should join the Discord, and because we need academics to respond. So if you're an academic, especially, please join the Discord.
And please clap.
Yeah, please clap, all that good stuff. Somebody says, what games for Let's Plays? Well, as it stands right now with the current setup, Let's Plays are going to have to be things Luke is playing. So that's kind of, I'm not going to like make him buy games or something. I can't do that. I mean, if he, that said though, if maybe we could set up something where if you send Luke a game on Steam, we could play it. But I know Luke has Cuphead. He's played Cuphead. We'll probably do some Cuphead. I want to maybe do that game where you simulation really, where you walk around the Enterprise D. We're going to probably do that for a night. I know Luke's downloaded Super Smash Land. We might play a little of that while we bullshit about Nintendo, that kind of thing. A lot of that, though, depends on the kind of games Luke has. But yeah, we will be playing. Well, Luke will be playing some games while we bullshit. I suppose I should say. He's played Subnautica on this channel and Cuphead and all before on here. So, we're going to try and set up some special Let's Plays of stuff. I'm going to try and figure out how to get my ass able to play games on here, but I can't make any promises there because a lot of times that would require more equipment than I have, and I don't have the fucking money for that, and I'm retarded, and I don't know what to buy or how to set it up or anything like that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, folks. I really don't, all right? This is why Luke had to animate videos for me. I don't know how to make videos. That's why I live stream. I don't know how to make videos. I know how to sit in front of a mic like a jackass and hopefully entertain you. But that's all I know how to do. And you probably need a capture card. I think for the Switch, I would need a capture card. And even with the Switch, I mean, like people said, you should be totally Let's Playing Zelda. I don't know if my Let's Playing Zeldas would be entertaining because me playing Zelda so far has been like 6 fucking months of me dicking around. I don't know how much me wandering around is really going to be that entertaining. Like, I haven't even done any Divine Beast yet. I'm about ready to do the camel.
Would anyone be interested in watching me playing Doom?
Which Doom?
The new one, the newer one.
I mean, any one of them I'd be interested in playing. I was just kind of curious. Except Doom 3. Fuck Doom 3. Doom 2, 1, 2, or 4. I'm down. Oh, you know what we should... If you could find like a download of it, you know what we should play one night? There's a mod of like the original Doom or Doom 2 or something where you play as Moon Man. And there's all sorts of Moon Man clips, and like they turn all the monsters into minorities.
Oh,
like,
you want to get Showa now?
I don't think we'd get. Lots of people done Let's Plays of that. I don't think we'd get Showa on that. We're not condoning it. We're just showing everyone this terrible thing. Like the imps are black dudes with afros, and they throw basketballs instead of fireballs. And you hear sound clips like when they show up, like where the white women at? It's fucking fantastic. Let's see. But yeah, a lot of that would just depend on what Luke has or what he's able to get free. That kind of thing. So, but that's definitely something we're going to be doing on this channel. I haven't decided what, but I'm going to be doing some sort of stream on the 4th of July because I have off. So I'm going to be doing something. I'll try and hammer out what exactly we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something 4th of July, and it won't be like middle of butt fucking night. it'll be like actual evening when a decent amount of people can see it. Although I got like 30 people watching now at 1:42 in the morning, so that's not too bad. Let's see. Somebody says I'm in the Discord because I just got I just saw the thing. I can keep an eye out for games we can play as a group. Can you create a new area for people to try and play you online? I don't. Can you really play me online? I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any of my shit hooked up online. Maybe Luke, I guess you can play online, but so yeah, that we're gonna be doing some Let's Plays. Luke's going to be playing the game. I on the one level, I feel bad because it's like I'm making Luke do the quote unquote work, but the work is playing a video game. So, like, I'd love to do some Let's Plays if I can figure out how to get my the technical aspects of it and all. There's a ton of stuff I'd like to fucking play. I mean, I'd love to do a fucking play of Sonic 3 and Knuckles just because that's like my favorite game ever. And I basically know. See, that's the thing. I feel weird about doing Let's Plays of certain games because it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, there's nothing more frustrating than when you really, really know a game and you're watching somebody who's not good at it. Like, at least for me, it's like, what And there's certain games, like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I know every fucking pixel of that game. I just adore that game. That's the kind of game I just go back to regularly and shit like that. But I don't know, maybe some autistic Sonic fan hacks and all. There's really good fan games of Sonic. Maybe some fan games online of Mega Man. I think Mega Man versus Street Fighter is free to play online, so maybe do that. There's tons of stuff we can go through. Luke's doing something right now. What the hell are you doing on here?
Primordia.
Oh yeah, see, so there's tons of games we can play. I really want to do that Star Trek one, Luke. If you can try and get that downloaded, get that ready to play.
Oh yeah, I actually tested it out a little bit. And it's really it is really. I don't think it's complete. It's not complete yet. How much did they say it's complete of?
Oh, I don't know. It looked usable when Razorfist was doing it, but yeah, they're working out bugs and shit. I think Razorfist fell through the floor into space at one point.
Oh yeah.
But there's like an emergency transport button you can hit at any time to get you back where you need to be. But yeah, I'd really like to play that because that'd be really cool to wander around while just sort of bullshit about Star Trek. Yeah. Let's see. What else did I want to do on here? Like I said, trying to get some debate set up. Since the topic came up, I might see if and again, Pastor Tom's going to be on vacation this next week, so I'm not going to get him for like a week. But I might see if Pastor Tom and Davis want to do the whole Mary is sinless debate. That might be interesting. But like I said, I'm working on getting good content for you guys. I got the channel back now, and I want to, I want to really up the game on here because these kind of just bullshit streams in the middle of the night and the Saturday, let's just shit post a bunch of guys together. Those are fine. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to not do those anymore. I think they're a lot of fun. And I think a lot of you obviously appreciate that content, but I think I can expand on that. I think we can do some more here. So that's what I want to do in the next few weeks going forward. So I think that's about it for tonight, folks. I want to thank you all for listening. If you enjoy the content I put out, do consider donating to the the PayPal, the Patreon, the Amazon wish list, all that kind of stuff helps support the show. And obviously some of you sent some super chats tonight. That's greatly appreciated. And yeah. So that's all we got for tonight, folks. I want to thank you all for listening. Bechtloff out.